Hi, welcome back to English with Miss Faye. As promised, we are here in yet another video today to discuss about the third and final part of conjunctions. So let's have a look at what we are going to look at today. Conjunctions part 3 is subordinating conjunctions. Do you know what they are? If you don't, let us search for answers right away. Firstly, what is subordinating conjunctions? By definition, it is a word or words used to connect two or more clauses together. The clauses involved are further broken down to two types. The first type of clause is dependent clause. A dependent clause is a clause which is incomplete and needed another part of words, phrases, or sentences in order to make sense. And usually, it begins with a subordinating conjunctions. For example, since she lost her purse. It is clear here that the clause lacks additional information for us to truly understand what is going on. That is when independent clause comes into play. On the other hand, an independent clause is a clause which presents a complete idea or thought, and by definition can stand on its own and make sense. In order to join the dependent and independent clause, we will use a subordinating conjunctions. For example, she made a police report. This sentence is concise and complete, which means that there is a clear proof of a subject, verb, and complement. Just to give you an idea on how to use subordinating conjunctions, let's try and join the two clauses previously to make a complete sentence. Since she lost her purse, she made a police report. The subordinating conjunction in this sentence is since. Moving on, there are different types and different uses of subordinating conjunctions. Let us have a look at the most common subordinating conjunctions, which fall under 9 categories such as follows. The different types of subordinating conjunctions includes comparison, time, concession, relative adjective, reason, condition. It also includes manner, relative pronoun, and last but not least, place. The first category is the subordinating conjunction of comparison. The comparison can be between persons, things, conditions, or any situation. Let us review the instances below. The first one is then. He is more afraid of the dark than I am. Rather than is a comparison made to indicate a preference of something. Reno would eat chicken every day rather than seafood. Next, as much as is used to compare the degree of an ability, preference, or likes and dislikes of something. For example, Susie loves video games as much as I do. Finally, is the use of whereas. In the example, Elliot is tall and lanky, whereas her brother is short and muscular. Subordinating conjunction is also used to indicate time. Among the most common subordinating conjunctions of time are as follows. As soon as. A baby deer can stand as soon as it is born. Next is the subordinating conjunction by the time. For instance, by the time the police arrive, The thieves were gone. The final one is the subordinating conjunction once. Once you have done it yourself, you will master it in no time. Let me demonstrate to you one more time the difference between the dependent and independent clause in the sentences just now. In the first example, a baby deer can stand is a complete sentence which has a subject, a verb, and a complement. Hence, it is an independent clause which is indicated by the short form IC. The next part of the sentence, as soon as it is born, does not tell us the complete thought and cannot make meaning on its own. I want you to look through the other two examples independently. The next category of subordinating conjunction is concession. In this category, concession indicates that an action or an event takes place despite having a certain problem or obstacle. Therefore, the most common subordinating conjunction in the category is as follows. The first one is although. Although the apartment is small, it is nicely decorated. Secondly, even though. He lives humbly even though he is a millionaire. And finally, we have though. Though the test was hard, Sheila did her best. Next up, the next category of subordinating conjunction is relative adjective. The examples are as follows. The first subordinating conjunction is that. She went to the same school that all her family members went to. Next, we have whatever. I feel annoyed with whatever he is doing. Next up, we have which. He is proud of the photos which he has taken. And last but not least, whichever. Marissa will eat chicken pasta or fried rice, whichever is delicious. The subordinating conjunction in the next category is used to indicate an almost likeliness to cause and effect relationship, and these are among the subordinating conjunctions used to express reasoning. The first subordinating conjunction is est. In the sentence, we played guitar and sing all night long as we had nothing to do. The sentence indicates that the activity is done as a result of a particular situation. Next, we have since. Since it is raining heavily, we stay in and watch movies. Here we have so that. Leela took the train so that she can rest. Finally, the most basic one is because. Alex is mad because his brother ruined his toy car. We have come to the sixth category of subordinating conjunction, which is condition. Condition indicates the circumstances needed in order for something else to happen. The example includes if, in which the sentence reads, if she fails the test, she will be grounded. Then we have unless. Iman knows she will never succeed unless she works hard. Next is provided that. My mother will buy me an iPad provided that I behave well all year long. And finally, only if. The boys may go out to play only if their mother gives them the permission. Subordinating conjunction can also express manner, which refers to the way in which a thing is done or happens. Let us look at the instances as follows. She taught him how to play the piano. Secondly, the girls dance the ballet beautifully as though they are white swans. And finally, the bright sun looks as if it is an egg yolk. Generally, relative pronoun as subordinating conjunctions can take the role of modifying the information of the subject being referred to. The sentences are as follows. Whoever made the mess needs to clean it. The girl was the one who broke his heart. He was the boy whom I met in Paris. And finally, Azmi was free to choose whomever he wants to bring on the trip. We have now come to the final category of subordinating conjunction, which is place. This category is pretty straightforward as it refers to locations, whether they are specified or non-specified. For example, where? This was the park where we spent most of our childhood. Next, wherever. Wherever he goes, John is quick at making new friends. Our journey does not stop here. Do you remember Alex and Rosie? Well, this is how they are doing now. Let us see. Alex and Rosie are on a new journey in their lives. So many changes take place, and in turn, their lives may have changed too. Since going back to work after a long sick leave, Rosie feels overwhelmed with her many responsibilities. She couldn't cope with the stress surrounding her. One day, during their movie night, Rosie told Alex about her problem. She hasn't been able to enjoy work as much as she had before. She is constantly frustrated. Alex promises Rosie that he will do whatever he can to help her cope with the stress. One day, Alex texted Rosie at work and told her that maybe they should try to exercise to help both of them mentally and physically. Rosie agreed to the suggestion, provided that their friends joined them too. It will be more fun, she said. So, they asked a few friends to join them, and without hesitation, they all agreed. Although she isn't confident at first, Rosie begins exercising. On the other hand, Alex practices Pilates wherever he can. Their friend Alan joins them and runs at a track as though he is a professional athlete. Their other friend Pauline takes the time to support Rosie even though she has a child to look after. What a supportive friend! By the time they are in the 3rd month of exercising, Rosie now feels much better and becomes stronger. Since that day onwards, Alex and Rosie, together with their friends, have a newfound confidence. What a delightful ending, right? Good on you, Alex and Rosie. So, that is the end of our video today. See you next time. Bye!